To the majors update with NC. I got very positive feedback last week about the new format, and so I thought I'm gonna keep on doing it like this just because it's way easier for me to show everything more or less live. And you guys liked it as well, so why not do it like that? So first of all, BTC. The BTC short I took with the members played out quite nicely. I took a 20% TP here just because, I mean, the nuke is obviously pretty intense. We had a big wick to the downside, big absorption, a lot of people got liquidated, everything. So a TP here makes sense, but the main idea of this short is a swing short at all-time high basically, and I would be a very happy man if I could like ride it into the bear market. So this is a swing position. I'm willing to round trip significant gains for this idea, but not everything. I took a TP and I'm willing to add back to this idea here, also based on majors. We talk about that later in the video. Yeah, so I'm more on the short side in crypto, and I'm looking more for shorts. ETH is also doing well since the flush. I mean, ever since the wick low at 25%, many people couldn't buy this regardless if they were there or not, just because exchanges were down. But I mean, this could have been bought, and I longed this with the members. Changed my spot allocation more or less to this position just because I have more control over my spot position, more control over my per positions. Easier to manage the stop loss, not having too many funds on this exchange, and also usually I get filled for my stop loss at break even now. And if I have it on my wallet and exchanges are down or whatever, fuckery was big and could be big again. I don't want to be stuck with all my spot ETH, or I don't want to have my spot ETH stuck on my wallet. So I shifted my spot exposure to here just because I think it's so late in the cycle. It's October. I said that I'm going to be more bearish Q4, and this is what I am. And so I took this long. I TP'd actually 35% here. I took a hedge short, but it's only on scalp size for now. And I'm really interested in this level, to be honest, because there's a 23 and there's a lot of confluence around this level. And also I would treat it as swing trade, playing it wide. I mean, a 7% stop loss is wide, but if it's a swing trade and if I maybe am able to ride Ethereum to zero, the idea is not so tight anymore. So let's talk about majors. Stable CD, we had a nice reaction up at the market level, which is not visible on the chart anymore, but it's there, I promise. And it reacted also. We made an internal high, we even closed the full daily block above. Not the most bearish look in my view. I mean, the wick is obviously like big absorption at the highs, but I don't know how to interpret such a manipulation move. Is it really absorption, or was it just like manipulation? We have form levels below and almost all of them. We're sitting in one on tether dominance. We have another one right below. So filling this FHG makes perfect sense. Could act as confluence for shorts. Same story here on USDC. We have a daily block right here. We wicked the supply here, and again also high internally, high internally. Worth to be noted, because high highs are bullish, right? So yeah, I'm shifting more and more towards being short, being on the sell side, being out of my long positions, spot long positions in crypto. But as I also mentioned last week, there could still be something on the table. I mean, crypto is crazy, right? So within a week or 2 weeks, a lot of things can happen. So I'm not like fully abandoning the bullish idea, but I've shifted my whole thesis and my probabilities a little more to bearish. Also here we took, I mean, look at this wick. Wasn't necessarily bullish for BTC, and also high internally. This breakout was already telling that this is probably going higher. I did not expect that we wick all the way up here, to be honest. but that's totally fine. Now we're sitting still here. The question now is, how will this demand react? We have also this right below. I mean, probably need to update the fib. Doesn't fit as well anymore, but still there's this daily level right below. So you see we have a lot of support below for potential short ideas or getting out of spot positions, whatever it is. If you feel overexposed, or if you like, for example, should this be it? Should this be the start of the bear market, the first big sell-off? And you feel and you think like, okay, should this really happen? So should we go down from here? I'm completely wrecked. I would reconsider my positioning if I were you. Yeah, ETH dominance still within this level, made a lower low, even close below. I mean, could easily like just break this, go higher from here. So as said, I'm not screaming everything needs to go down right now, but as long as this is going down and as long as all the majors are pointing either like in this case up or in this case down, I think it's not so wise to expect fireworks until the structure is changing again. Yeah, but we will see. I'm exposed for both sides. I'm short, I'm long. B-wall is finally moving. As I mentioned last week, this is, I call it like flipping the switch. Every time we hit supply here and we hit demand, something is fundamentally changing in the market. We are at all-time high at BTC, and if something fundamentally changes from here on higher time frame, I would opt for shift into sell program. Time will tell. Yeah, we had a big spike in B-wall, obviously. We had also a spike in E-wall. I was talking about this as well. We hit demand here. ETH was volatile, wasn't to the upside. Yeah. Others did something interesting. I mean, it took all those lows, not this one, but all those lows here. And it also broke structure to the downside. Even though we closed within this level, it broke internal structure to the downside, right? Also this one. So maybe higher time frame structure is changing here. The next few days will tell if this is all a fake down or if it's like a real breakdown. On total, we haven't closed below. I mean, it's basically looking like BTC. But we're sitting at this here. It's not in premium or anything. Or is it? It is. If I include the wick, obviously. So sitting at the bearish level here. No close below, so not as optimal. If I would only take this, probably some levels here as well, then check that. But more telling even our total 2 and total 2 without stable coins in my view. We have a close below, we have a level formed, we have a pullback right now. Was also talking about this with the members in the live stream. Pullbacks are very likely after something like this, just because a lot of people sold, and now with the pullback a lot of people start chasing. So yeah, was to be expected, but now we sit at the bearish levels. And the question is, can we break them or not? I lean more towards the short side right now, just because market structure is telling me, as said, internal lower lows. No reason to be overly bullish until proven otherwise. And this is what I am. As said, I'm in this BTC short. I'm in this ETH short, even though it's a scalp short. And should we, for example, get those levels, I mean, in total 2 is already a little bit touched, but should we like fully take all of those levels, I'm definitely adding size to my shorts, and probably should we not able to break structure here also on Doge. I mean, what happened to Doge, by the way? I mean, this is just pure madness. And if there ever was a chance for Altseason, it's probably after such an event, not before. And so, yeah, I'm happy that I sold some Doge already. I'm willing to sell some more. I mean, my average is around here or something, so I'm still up 30%. And I'm totally fine, like, getting out around break even or for a slight profit, so I'm not willing to back hold into a bear market. But as said, from a probabilistic perspective, if there ever was like Altseason around the table, it's probably after such an event and not before. And we have taken a lot of liquidity below, a lot of liquidity. And I slept through the whole event. To be honest, I was looking at BTC here, and it was right before this first level, and I was like, yeah, I just go to bed now. It's already pretty late. Did not leave a limit order because I thought like I can reassess in the morning. Let's see. We are at extreme premium. As I say so many times, we are at extreme premium on all major charts. Longs are not as optimal up here. I mean, range trades, scalps, all that is always possible, but definitely not as optimal as being on the sell side. And so I thought, yeah, I just go to bed, and then I thought like maybe I wake up to a little bounce tomorrow, and I did. To be fair, I did wake up to a bounce. I did just not expect it to be from 100K. But yeah, it was a bounce. And yeah, I missed a great opportunity, obviously. But at the same time, if I talk to people, most people couldn't even buy anything and couldn't even act or do anything. So yeah, a good night of sleep is probably also worth a lot. So this is the majors update. I think I covered everything I wanted to say. Yeah, I wanted to go about talk about the SPX as well, because I consider it a major, and the whole crypto market is not moving without, probably not moving higher without stocks doing well. We closed below the swing low. We also broke the trend line, which is my momentum indicator more or less. So momentum is breaking. We formed a level here, and I also said in the members live stream on the weekend that I expect a counter trend bounce. We are up 2%. Yeah, so counter trend bounces here. The question now is, can we reclaim those levels? I do not bet on like this, because same story as on BTC, extreme premium, extreme strong move to the upside. Alt stocks going ballistic and all that. And so I'm building cash here instead of asset. And this is just the most logical thing to do for me. And I'm even looking for a swing short here on the SPX, maybe something like this, where I can then write something into the bear market, probably more down here. Yeah, so as said, I'm looking more to the sell side of things, and should like the market go higher, I'm also prepared, but because I have still a lot of longs open, and I have still a lot of spot positions, stocks and crypto and everything. So I try to prepare for everything, and I layer my ideas, and as long as we have a structure that points down locally and have like a bearish level above, I see no reason to call for way higher prices. Simple as that. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week ahead, and we talk next week. Bye-bye.